Morning guys, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button, please do subscribe. Today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning. It's a bit chilly, but the sun is coming in and out at intervals. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. Star Trek: The Next Generation aired its final episode on this day in 1994. Over its 7 seasons, it certainly lived up to Captain Jean-Luc Picard's final words, "The sky's the limit."
Yes, we all know Star Trek. Anyone of my generation remember Star Trek, the original, and Star Trek, the Next Generation. I was brought up with that. My dad used to watch it incessantly. And then when my husband and I got married, my husband used to avidly love Star Trek and Star Trek The Next Generation. Alexa, celebrity birthdays.
Today's famous birthdays include Blanca Stajkow, American game show contestant and writer Ken Jennings, German singer-songwriter Lena Meyer-Landrut, American singer-songwriter, guitarist, producer, actress, and poet Jewel, and English actress, author and columnist Joan Collins.
Right, the only one I really recognise out of there is Joan Collins. Alexa, how old is Joan Collins?
Joan Collins is 90 years old.
Joan Collins is 90. I remember Joan Collins in an advert years ago, a 70s advert. I remember Joan Collins in Dynasty. Alexa, what has Joan Collins starred in?
From inf.org. Joan Collins is a British actress probably most famous for her role as Alexis Carrington on the soap opera Dynasty. If you'd like another answer, just say, next.
No, that's okay. Alexa, exit. That's how I remember Joan Collins the most. Dynasty, Dallas, and then the Dynasty. Right. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 8:44 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today? Alexa, the date.
It's Tuesday the 23rd of May.
Alexa, the weather.
In Rochester, it's 12 degrees Celsius with mostly sunny skies. Today, you can expect partly sunny weather, with a high of 17 degrees and a low of 6 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke? Alexa, a joke?
Waiter, there's a stick in my soup. Hold on, sir, I'll get the branch manager.
There's a load of those jokes, isn't there? What's in my soup? Right guys, so as you know, I took Max out yesterday for the evening walk. I'm not enjoying the walk at the evening for two nights in a row because there's been a black dog called Luna jumping over Max, and just I couldn't move yesterday. It was stopping me moving. The owner didn't come over. The owner was with his girlfriend, and they were just staring as the dog was jumping all over me. I don't even know if they could see it. They were so far away from the dog. They were just oblivious to what this dog was doing because they were miles out the way. It was scratching the back of my legs. It was annoying me. I couldn't move. My freedom of movement was restricted. And I had to stand there. And I said to the dog, go back to your owner. You don't belong to me. And funny enough, eventually it buggered off to where it should be. But they're not the only ones that just let their dogs run off and they're chatting. And some people, right, I mean, if you were with a group of dog walkers, dog pals, and you're keeping an eye on your dog, they're running up and down and you're keeping an eye on them, that's fair enough, but this has happened to me twice and it's pissing me off because the dog is like, it can rip holes in your trousers, it's got long claws and it's clawing the back of my legs. And I'm not going over to people I don't know. You don't know who they are. Right, so I walked off and eventually the dog went back to its owner. This was happening to me last year in the dark, and it's worse in the dark because you can't see anybody and it's frightening as well. If you're walking a dog alone in the dark and a dog suddenly comes out of nowhere and pounces all over you and you can't see the owners at all, people just don't care. They don't care, they think, oh. He did apologise yesterday, which was fair enough, but that's because I had to walk over physically to him with the dog attached to me. It was climbing all over me. Yesterday there was no one there to talk to. I mean, when it's been done to people once or twice, you think the owner would go over and didn't even have a dog collar on its neck. No collar, no lead. Just walking it around with no dog collar on or no lead, which is ridiculous in a public walking area, isn't it? Silly and dangerous. No collar, no lead. How's he supposed to keep control of the dog with no lead and no collar on it? I don't think I'm the only one that's had black dogs jump all over them. Last year, about this time, I saw another young lady with a pair of sunglasses on get to. I think that maybe that's how some men pick up women, let their dogs loose all over a lady and go up and talk to them. Or even, old men do it as well. But you have got to be careful because you don't know, they're strangers to me, I don't know who they are. Rosemary and Fred West were friends with their neighbours, and look what they were doing next door. So you can't trust anybody, you can't afford to trust anyone until you know 100% about them, right? Came back indoors, sat down, relaxed. I didn't really watch anything on TV last night. My mum rang me again after the last phone call she made to say, hope to see you tomorrow and God bless. And that was just after 9 o'clock. And then I went to bed, started going to bed about 11:30, and my iPhone went off and it was a message. My iPhone pinged, and then I could hear the guy upstairs' footsteps on the ceiling going up and down heavily. And then there was another ping of the iPhone because I'm not answering Facebook messages and I'm not speaking to people on WhatsApp because they were just mucking me about and asking me information, and then I'd pick up the Sun newspaper the following day and find somebody else in the newspaper with a story that I told someone off of Facebook. So there was a spy in my dating site, asking me things, asking me for photographs, and the Sun newspaper, I think, was taking the piss out of me. Me! And why, I don't know. As far as I know, I'm just a common person. So why they wanted information out of me, I haven't got a clue. And I told you this has been going on at Victoria Road. Someone would ask me for a photo and they get the face wrong. They can't get the teeth right anyway. And all the money they've taken out of me, they should ought to pay for my teeth to be done. These thieves and criminals and spies. So I've got up this morning, made myself a cup of coffee, fed my 2 elderly cats, and fed my dog Max. That's another thing. The lady in the co-op asked me the name of my dog. The lady downstairs did the same thing. Because somebody's mucking around in dating sites, and never tell anyone the truth until you fully know them. Don't give them your full name, don't give them your address, and don't tell them completely about yourself. And certainly don't disclose bank details or email addresses. Not to people on dating sites. A lot of them are people after money, so they'll con you. A lot of elderly women that have lost their husbands and vulnerable women, men pull on their heartstrings and say they haven't got any money. And then you start giving them money, right? Regular amount of money because you feel sorry for them. You don't get anything back, you don't get any love, you don't get any attention. Some of them don't even meet the women at all. They've got girlfriends and wives, and it's a scam. They're taking vulnerable people's money and buying games machines, scooters, going out with their girlfriends with your money. It's a scam, you see. They've no intention of actually going out with you and making you feel happy. They're out to steal what you've got and make you miserable. I should know, it's happened to me more than once. Especially on Viva Street. They'd ring me up, have a conversation with me, even try to do what over the phone. And then I'd go into the pound shop and I recognise that voice. That's off of Viva Street. He's walking around there with his girlfriend. And it was that bloke. The same thing happened off Plenty of Fish in Gloucestershire. They put photos on, don't they? Profile pictures, I don't know if they're fake or they're taking pictures of people in locations and putting them on their phone and pretending to be someone else. But I was on a Plenty of Fish dating site in Gloucestershire. I comes out to my flat, goes down, I think it's the Regal, walked past the Regal, and there the bloke was I was talking to. Plain as day, right in front of me. In the pub drinking, or going into the pub to have a drink. And why? Because I was getting a lot of this. Crystal, really like your profile pictures, really like you, interested in you. What are you doing today? This would go on for a month. And no date, and I've been told what to do when people do this. Just politely say, I'm not interested. And that's what I'm doing. You get this for a month, over a month. Hello, how are you? How are you doing? Really interested in you. And then they, at the weekends, when they're free, you're free. Oh, I'm just going out for the weekend. I'll see you later. Can't talk to you now. I'll talk to you on Monday. It's plainly done to make you feel bad and then feel good. And this is why it's quiet. I've decided not to have anything to do with anyone that's lying to me, treating me like crap, and they're just being nosy, they're Pinocchio. What you doing? Where you going? What pets have you got? What's your favourite colour? What do you like to watch on TV? Oh, I can't go out with you, I've got gout. I've got a bad leg. There's always an excuse, isn't there, my love? There's always an excuse. I've got a bad leg. Oh, I can't meet you today, I'm going to see my sister. Oh, I've got to do errands for my mum. I just got fed up with it, to be honest. I got fed up with it and I thought, you're either a catfish, you're a nosy woman, or you're a liar. And I've nailed it on the head now. Last night, trying it again, Pierrot. I had a Pierrot when I was a little girl. Avon did perfume. Who used to collect the Avon perfume bottles? The pretty bottles Avon used to do. One of them was Pierrot the clown. White and black clown with a black tear down his eye. You see, you can't fool me, you con artist. I wasn't born yesterday. They can't con me. Yeah, I used to collect the Avon bottles. Avon used to come to my workplace. I was a civil servant in Gloucestershire and the Avon lady used to leave a book. And I used to order off the Avon. And I used to look out for perfume bottles, pretty little perfume bottles. And I'd even go to thrift shops and jumble sales to see if I could find even empty little perfume bottles because I used to collect them. And one of the most common was the Pierrot clown perfume bottle. I'm very intelligent, I've got a good general knowledge all around, and you just can't pull the wool over my eyes. So when guys on dating sites pretend they come from someone else, somewhere else, and you question them, they don't even know what the tourist attractions are in the town they're supposed to be living in. They don't even know the basics of the area that they're living in. That's another way you catch them out. You start asking about them about where they're pretending to live. They're not a very good liar. And to be a good liar, you've got to remember what you've said as well. And a liar will tell you different stories each time. And I should know my father was one, a bad one as well. I realise at my age I'm not going to find anyone special. I know that some people have thought they found someone special at my age and found out that they've been a con artist. You know, you could be married and find out that your husband's got mistresses. You could be married and find out you thought you were married the whole of your life and your husband was seeing another woman behind your back all the way through it. You have got to look after yourself in this world. Trust yourself and trust no one else. Right? That's the only way to get through sometimes what is a very painful existence. And it doesn't just happen to women, no. It happens to men. Men suffer domestic violence. Men have women that treat them like crap. But the most common is men scamming women. Right? So that's why I talk about it in that context. But I do understand that other people, other sexes, other genders go through it as well. Right? We're all get conned at some point in our life by somebody. And I do especially feel sorry for people that have been married for a very, very, very long time. Their partner dies and then they discover their partner was a cheat and a liar. And he died without explaining himself, herself, whatever. It's awful. When I go outside, right, I go outside and I go outside because I want to go outside. I want to walk my dog. I want to go to the shop. I don't do it because someone else tells me to. I'm not a puppet on a string. I'm not a dog you can control, right? Get used to that and you'll be okay. Because if anybody starts anything and tries to hurt me or my dog, they're going to find themselves in trouble. See you later.